If I could just find Harry. I feel like I remember all the things I've forgotten.
Oh, you're concerned about Harry. Hey, it's the K78 back here with more Detective Pikachu Returns. In the last one, we got here to the ruins because that's where the professor is said to be. And we got a bunch of side quests and stuff. And we're supposed to be looking for the professor in these ruins that are Clefairy-like. First of all, here's a Swadloon that we're supposed to be looking for that Levani. Find safety in swaddling. Aww. It's Swadloon. It's Swadloon. Loon. Looks like it doesn't want to go home because it's too cold to move. Well, that's what we brought the clothes for, right? Let's give it some clothes we got for Levani. Swadloon. It looks a lot happier now. Now you get right back to Levani, right? It seems like it seems really worried about you. You should hurry home, okay? Swadloon. Alright, there's one Swadloon. Then we have to find one more. This is the only tree without any berries growing on it. What kind of tree is it then? A tree? You know, for oxygen? What's this? Eldegoss has thick cotton fluff. Oh, maybe that's the answer to the Pokemon professor. Or the quiz professor, sorry. It's Eldegoss. It's really fluffy. Eldegoss. Elda. That's an impressive amount of fluff. Eldegoss has got to be the answer to the quiz professor's question. Alright, then let's head back and tell her the answer. Alright, there you are. So, Detective, have you identified the fluffiest fluffster? Yes, of course, the answer is Eldegoss. Yes, that's correct. Didn't you just want to give it a big hug? Cano. By the way, Eldegoss's cotton is used for material in all sorts of clothing. And not only that, its seeds attached to its cotton are highly nutritious for Pokemon. It's really an amazing Pokemon. Not only cute, but helpful as well. Cute and helpful? Is there anything it can't do? Our daily lives are really improved by so many different Pokemon helping us out. Well, that's it for today's quiz. I hope you're looking forward to the next time we meet. Cano. I've got a feeling we're gonna keep running into her. Yes, well, please go on easy on us, okay? I haven't failed it so far. Alright. One more Swadloon, and we also have to find an Ursaring. Not that one, but its friend. Apparently it's gone in the ruins, but we have to find the entrance to the ruins. Well, find a way into the ruins, because apparently it's a puzzle or something. Is there anything around here? There's a... What do you suppose grows on this tree?
Let me see.
Dude, that scared me. Oh god, Pessimian. Whoa, a Pessimian was in this tree? Simmy. We woke you from your nap. Sorry about that. Pass. It's been noisy around here lately because of all the strange visitors. Is it talking about the professor and Chris? Maybe. Let's ask for more details. Pass. Alright, how are you doing? And please stop scaring people.
Hey.
Do you live here, Pessimian? Simmy. Apparently Pessimian and his troop have lived here a long time. It says they never have to worry about food because so many berries grow around here. So this is a pretty easy place to live, I guess. Alright, how have the roads always been covered in snow, or do you know anything about them? Pass it. It says it's been seeing humans around here recently. Recently? Were there no humans here before? Pass. Humans used to live here a long time ago, but now they're rare in sight. It only knew that humans used to live here because that's what its grandfather told it. If humans once lived here, it must have been a really long time ago. Alright, what? There's some yellow berries. Is it lum? Those have got to be shuckaberries. Oh. Okay. So we have different types of berries. We have trees. We didn't investigate that just quite yet. What is this? There are some blueberries growing here. I think those are copa berries. Okay. That's something to note. Then we haven't talked to any of these guys yet. Munchlax. Munch, munch. This Munchlax appears to be Chris's partner. Munch. Ask you anything, huh? Don't mind if we do. Munch. Alright, how about... What do you do, Munchlax?
Hey.
What are you doing here? Mun mun. He says he's helping Chris. What sort of help do you do? Munch, munch. Your job is to eat lots... Your job is to eat a lot so there are no leftovers at the end of the day? Sounds like he's just a glutton. No kidding. That's what they are. How about that slowpoke, man? What's Gordon's partner slowpoke night? Mun mun. Says slowpoke's always with the big man. It must mean Professor Gordon. Mun munch. Slowpoke is really nice, and sometimes he lets you eat his tail, and his tail is sweet and delicious. Seems like Slowpoke is really generous. Or he could be pretty oblivious. Alright, let's talk to this guy. Thanks again, Tim. Just let me know if there's anything I could do to help. Alright, talk to me about yourself.
Excuse me?
What are you doing here, Chris? I'm helping with the professor's research. I set up camp, search around the ruins, outside of the ruins, stuff like that. It's not uncommon for me to lose contact with the professor like this. But if I stop working just because he's disappeared, I'll get in trouble with him later. Sounds pretty rough. Oh, I'm used to it by now. All I can do at the moment is cook up some curry and wait for him. And there's so many berries growing around here, it's just a great chance to try out different flavors. I'm not sure if the Pokemon's too independent or if this guy's too easygoing. But either way, they seem to make a good pair. Alright, and Rachel.
Yes.
The professor has several assistants, but I heard that Chris is the most skilled. Even if he can't figure out how to open the door to the ruins, it must be pretty difficult. I believe in you, Tim. Now let's figure out the trick to opening the door. Yep. Alright. First of all, there's a switch here. But, I don't think it wants me to... Let's take a good look and figure out what sort of mechanism we're working with. Careful not to miss any details. Yeah, I know. Let's see. Where should we look first? I'm actually waiting for Pikachu to get in position because the last time I was in this point of view, I missed Pikachu.
Investigating ancient ruins feels like a real adventure, doesn't it?
Is that it?
Investigating ancient ruins feels like a real adventure.
I can't skip the dialogue. Okay, well that's a thing. Alright.
Huh?
There's some sort of picture on the door. Yeah, it must be some kind of relief. Oh, it's called a relief on the door. Maybe you have to... Oh! What if I held up the Pikachu on that switch there? I'll investigate the switch in a second. I just want to make sure I cover all my bases here. It looks like it's holding up a Pokemon. Yeah, it does. Do you think it's a clue about the mechanism? Probably is. What about this tree? They're faint, but I see some footprints on this tree. Judging by the shape, I say these are human. Not sure if they're Gordons, though. Someone must have climbed this tree, but why would they do that? Is there anyone up? No? Okay, well, whoever climbed that tree must have been doing something on purpose, and I know there's a switch there. I'm just trying to make absolutely sure I've covered all of these nooks and crannies. Oh, wait. Yeah, there is. Snow is piled up above the door. Looks like a lot has quite fallen. We did hear it's been snowing for several days straight. I hope we could figure out what caused that. Articuno or something. I don't know. Alright, now let's investigate the switch. This tile right here has a design carved into it. What do you suppose this design means? I have no idea. I'm not an archaeologist. Fair enough. It might have meant something to Gordon, though. I wonder.
Okay.
I think we have just about everything. Yeah, I think we've seen enough here. Alright. Well, we looked all around the door, but we still don't know how to open it. I have an idea, but it won't let me yet. Looks like Chris is right. It won't open unless we activate some sort of mechanism. Alright. What's the mechanism to get this door open? Even after investigating the area, we still can't figure it out. Makes sense. We're not archaeology experts after all. I think we should use our own methods to solve this. What do you mean? Our detective skills. You know, conducting investigations, interviewing witnesses, all that jazz. Chris might know more about the ruins. And maybe someone saw Gordon open the door. But who? Oh, you mean all the Pokemon who live here? Exactly. Let's go interview the witnesses to see if we could round up those clues. Yep. Alright. Or, you know, Pikachu, get on my shoulders, maybe?
Hey, so what do you think of Rachel, anyway? Come on, spill it.
Okay. There's no time to be talking about Rachel like that, but, we'll interview these two again, seeing if we can get any hints into Pikachu's head. What?
Hey, Munchlax. Is it true that you eat your own weight in food every day?
Munchlax.
It must be hard on Chris.
Why does he sound like a hippie? Okay, anyways, sorry. Is there something you wanted to ask? Alright, about Professor Gordon.
Excuse me?
Can you tell us what the professor was up to before he disappeared? Sure. Before he entered the ruins, he spent a lot of time wandering around near the entrance. Shortly after he went inside, I heard a rumbling and grinding sound. And when I looked over, the door to the ruins had closed. Do you have any idea what happened? Not really. I was busy making curry at the time, so I didn't actually see the door close shut. Gotcha. Thanks for your help. Alright. Munchlax, did you see anything? Munch. That's what it's supposed to sound like.
Hey.
Do you know what Gordon was doing when he entered the ruins? Munch. Munch. He was eating something while he investigated the ruins? I don't think so. He must have been in quite a hurry if he was snacking and researching at the same time. What did Gordon do after that? Munch. Munch. He was moving around strangely near the entrance. He was acting so weird a Pokemon was up in the tree laughed at him. So it wasn't just Munchlax and Chris that were watching the professor. The Pokemon that saw him, that Pokemon saw him too. What happened after that? Munch. Munch. The next thing he knew, Gordon was gone. Let's ask him more about the other Pokemon then. Alright, how about the Pokemon in the tree? What kind was it?
Hey.
Right. Munchlax, you said there was a Pokemon watching Gordon from up in a tree. What kind of Pokemon was it? Lax. You don't know because you never seen that kind of Pokemon before? Where did it go? Munchlax. He said it disappeared down that path to the left. It's always better to hear what each Pokemon has to say. Let's make sure we talk to them all. Alright, he said to the left, but technically, to Munchlax's left, this could also be the answer besides...
Tim!
What?
A bolt of... Oh, wait. Oh, no, never mind. Sorry. I thought I was gonna have a bolt of brilliance. Guess it was just a false alarm. Sorry.
I think it wants us to go down the other path, but I think I can also go down this path and get some side dialogue here. And hopefully another Swadloon. Sorry, Ursaring, I didn't find your guy. Can we ask you some questions? Mon? Have you seen the Professor Gordon?
Hey.
Have you seen any humans around the ruins? Mon? You saw someone start a campfire in front of the entrance. That must be Chris. Okay. Maybe it saw Chris and the professor setting up camp. Mon? Monferno thinks it's hilarious how hard those humans have to work just to make a small campfire. You know, Monferno, humans just can't create fire like you do. Mon. Yep, that sure is. Alright, she won't have any help. Will these guys be helpful? Lo. Lolo. Lo. Have you seen the professor?
Hey.
Have you seen a human with a slowpoke around here? Lo? Lotad? Lotad, lo. Sounds like they haven't seen anything because they've been singing here this whole time. Gotcha, thanks anyway. Alright, good to know. I'm sure the Earthring has something to say too. I'll talk to in a bit. I just want to make sure I got all of my bases covered. Oh, okay. Fine then. No one has anything to say. Does this Earthring have anything to say? No. Well, he could.
Hey.
I don't think the side quest ones actually have something to say unless you complete their side quest. Okay, well, that's noted. Wait, does Rachel have anything? No. Alright, let's try this Eldegoss. No? Eldegoss has nothing to say. Okay. How interesting. Well, we know this guy watches the ruins, so... Pass it? Have you seen a guy named Gordon?
Hey.
Did you see a human around here with a slowpoke? Pass it. You saw a human doing something in front of the ruins while you were up in the tree? What was he doing, the human? Pass. He was trying to lift Slowpoke up in front of the door. But Slowpoke was too heavy to lift, so the human started climbing a tree. So the human started climbing up a tree instead. Really? Oh, that's why there's boot tracks. Pessimistian says it was also laughing its head off watching them. The professor climbed a tree. What in the world was he up to? I'm really curious about what Pessimistian told us. You mean about Gordon climbing a tree before he entered the ruins? He must have had a reason. Pessimistian also said the professor tried to lift up a slowpoke, right? And remember the relief on the door also predicted someone holding up a Pokemon? Don't you think there's something going on the top? Don't you think there's something on top of the door? I'm sure it sounds possible. Let's go look up there.
All right then. Just a little climb. No
Wait, is this
problem.
the same exact thing where I have to press A? Oh, never mind.
Finally made it.
Anything up there?
Let me catch my breath first. That's no way to treat a Pokemon. This tile has the same design as the one down there.
What did you see on top of the door? There was a tile with the same design on the one on the ground floor. The same design? Let's think back over to what we know. Gordon climbed the tree before entering the ruins. Yeah, it must have been to open up the door. Right, so there's got to be some sort of key or switch to open it. Have we seen anything that fits the description? Let's see, something like a key or a switch. The tile with the unique design? It's got it. I didn't think you actually. I guess the relief on the door says to hold up your Pokemon so that the Pokemon could get up on that door, hit the switch up there, and the human is on the ground hitting that switch. But it sounded like he had to do the reverse because Slowpoke was too heavy. It's gotta be the tile with a unique design. I could see that being a switch to open the door. Right. I think it's pretty likely. Okay, I'll try stepping on it. Ah, I felt something. It sank a bit when I pressed on it. It's definitely a switch, but the door still didn't budge. There must be some other way to open it. Try to deduce how, Tim.
Okay, let's start deducing. Great.
Yeah, we do have everything. We could deduce right now. Please. Yes. Alright. Begin deducing. Did you figure out how to open the door? Yep. We have to press both switches. Thaw out the frozen switch. No, that's not it, because it still went down. Press down the gate with Gator Force. That's what I first thought before I learned the second switch, so...
Oh,
There are two switches with the same design, one above the door, one below the door. Maybe the door will open if we press them both? So you think Gordon climbed the tree to press the switch above the door? Yeah, and he had Slowpoke press the one below. Then maybe all we gotta do is press both switches at once. Let's try it out. Alright. Okay, let's press both switches at once. You could press the top one down here, or Tim. I'll get the one on top. Thanks, Pikachu. I know I volunteered, but climbing trees is actually pretty tough.
Gotta climb up again.
Oh,
okay,
he's up there.
Pikachu. You press that one.
Yep. Leave it to me.
Yes!
Alright, now we could get inside. Let's go find the professor. Alright. She has something to say. Everyone, and you have something to say too. Oh, Tim, I see you opened the door to the ruins. We're hoping to find the professor and Slowpoke. Thanks, I really appreciate that. I'll stay out here and tend to the curry. Is there something you wanted to ask? Nope. Rachel, you ready?
Yes.
Now all we have to do is find the professor. Apparently, he's apparently been there for 2 days already. I sure hope he's okay. Alright, let's go in. So this is what the ruins are like inside. Why is it so cold? Yeah, it's freezing in here. What's going on? I know it's snowing outside, but this really feels unnatural. Snow outside, ice inside. I bet there's some sort of connection. Do you think the professor's alright after 2 whole days in here? I hope so. We should hurry it up. I'm not sure what we'll find in here, so I'll go scout ahead. Thanks, Tim. Okay, let's go find Gordon. Now, there's a bunch of Zubats in here already. Looks like there are 3 different ways to go. Which way do you think the professor went? Let's try left. Left is okay in video games, right? Well, there's a Slowpoke in there. Hello. That's a pretty huge chunk of ice. I know it's cold here and all, but could something like that have formed naturally? Seems kind of suspicious.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I love his little hat. It's like Indy.
Huh?
His little fedora reminds me of Indiana Jones. Is this the professor partner Slowpoke? Slowpoke. Easy there, Slowpoke. We're not your partner. Slow. He thought Mr. Go was in the back, and now he's disappointed. He calls Professor Gordon Mr. Go? Huh? That's cute. Hey, Tim. Looks like his feet are frozen solid. I think he's stuck. Yeah, we can't just leave him like this. But what can we do to help? What if we asked Rachel for help and then we try pulling him out together? Sounds like a plan. This is Professor Gordon's Slowpoke, right? Yeah, I think so. But why is he frozen? We gotta help him quick. It won't be easy with his eyes being solid.
Slowpoke. Don't worry, we'll pull you free.
3, 2.
Almost there.
Ah, we got crushed.
A little help here?
Oh.
Not funny, Rachel.
Come on, quit playing around. Wait, huh? Uh-oh. Isn't this Slowpoke's tail? Hey, are you okay? Slow.
He's so happy.
I see. Your tail really grows back fast.
Slowpoke, Slowpoke,
I can keep this? Don't mind if I do.
Slowpoke. Slowpoke.
Looks like we managed to get him free. Thank goodness. He says thank you for rescuing him. I'm really glad we could help, though you're heavier than you look. Did Slowpoke give you just tail just now, Pikachu? Yeah, don't you think Slowpoke tails are good eats? You can't help but smile when you sink your teeth into one. Huh, you don't say. How'd you end up frozen anyway? Slow? It happened so suddenly that you're not so sure. Sudden is a very vague term in this case because Slowpoke is just that slow. Okay, anyways. What about your partner Gordon? Where is he? Or what about your partner Gordon? Where is he? Slow. You were asleep until just now, so you don't know? I wish I was that carefree. Well, that's too bad. So, what do you remember, Slowpoke? Can you tell us anything at all? Slow. Okay. About you, Slowpoke.
Hey,
Just to confirm, you're Gordon's partner, right? Slowpoke. Just as we thought. So we came here to help you with Gordon's research. And he always brings you along on all his research trips, eh? Slow. What sort of things do you do to help the professor? Slow. You're good at spraying water, eh? How is that helpful to Gordon? Well, you could wash things. Jeez. Okay. Slow. Ah, I see. Gordon brings you along instead of a canteen. That's a choice. Alright, why were you frozen? Can you tell us what happened when you got frozen? Slow. Apparently it happened so suddenly, he was already frozen by the time he noticed anything was wrong. What was the professor up to when he got frozen? Slow. He says that Gordon has gone off somewhere, and when Slowpoke tried to follow, that's when he got frozen. Slow. He says that he sat here wondering what to do until he fell asleep. Hard to believe he managed to fall asleep for 2 days in this place of a cold. In a cold place like this. Okay, do you know where he went?
hey.
Was the professor was Gordon with you when you entered this room? Slow. Okay, so they were together at this point. When did you and the professor get separated? Slowpoke. Right after they reached this room. Gordon told Slowpoke to use his water to wash dust off a mural. After Slowpoke did that, Gordon suddenly noticed something and rushed out of the room. Slow. A bit later, he heard Gordon call out in surprise from the next room. And then there was a rumbly rocking sound. Slowpoke tried to hurry and catch up, but that's when he got frozen. Slow. And right after you got frozen, you heard that rumble again? Slow. So you heard the rumbling sound twice, Slowpoke. Okay. What did Gordon notice? Do you happen to look around? Do you have any idea what Gordon might have noticed? Slow. No dice, huh? The murals in this room are really big. Yeah, I bet there's a kid in clues somewhere in these murals. Thanks for all the info, Slowpoke. You've been a huge help. Slow. That conversation just sounded like a bunch of Pikas and slows to me. Still, they talked for a pretty long time. What were they talking about? Could you understand them, Tim? What? No, of course I can't understand them. Alright then, I'm just gonna stay around here and look after Slowpoke. I want to make sure he's okay at least. He was stuck in the ice for 2 days after all. Got it. Thanks, Rachel. In that case, let's get back to our investigation. According to Slowpoke, Gordon noticed something when he looked at the murals. And then these murals must hold the key to how the professor's whereabouts. We better take a close look at him. Well, it's Persimmon holding berries. And then I have no idea what's in there. So these are the murals the professor was looking at. They both depict Persimmon. Persimmon. Yeah, but how do we know which of these two murals he was looking at? Maybe he looked at both of them? Either way, we'll have to give them each a thorough inspection. What about this in the back? Like, I think it's possible that he was looking at the one in the back because it got sprayed down and then it got refrozen again. Professor Gordon noticed something when he was looking at these murals. Okay. Where should we look first? Is Pikachu in this one? No. Of course not.
Is this?
Ooh, this Persimmon has a pretty strange expression. Haha, like it just ate something sour. Okay. Yep, no other way to interpret that face. Maybe it was this. Look at the Persimmon's pose. It's holding a berry. You're right, it's got a blueberry. You're right, it's got a blueberry. I don't think there's anything else to see in this mural. Yeah, I think we're finished here. Okay. And we'll look at this one too, because we have to figure out... This wall is way more frozen than the others. If you look closely, it seems that there's another mural in the middle wall too. Okay. I figured there was, and maybe that's the one he saw. But with all this ice in the way, we can't see what the mural is depicting. If we want to see this mural, we're gonna have to do something about the ice. I wonder what was drawn here. I don't know. Professor Gordon noticed something when he was looking at these murals. Yep, he was. Okay. Where should we look first? Okay, this one is very happy looking. Look at this Persimmon's face. It seems happy. Looks like my face when I've just eaten something sweet. Yep. Okay, so yellow is sweet, blue is sour. Alright. Yellow berry. Regina berry, yellow berry. I don't think there's anything else in this mural. One berry's blue, the other's yellow. One berry's blue, the other's yellow. That's a pretty huge chunk of ice. Yep. Alright. So there was that room, and then there's the middle room. I wonder if the other murals depict the door. And then, oh hey, it's lasagna. Hold on.
Well,
It's a wall of ice. Looks like we can't go any further this way. Is it just me, or is there a figure of a person behind that? Yeah, there's no way we could get through a wall this thick. I could barely just see through the other side, though. Really? Let me take a look. There's definitely something here.
I see something moving.
Looks like a suspicious shadow. I'm curious to know what it is, but we should look into it later.
Yeah. Let's come back another time.
Might be the professor. Oh dear. Okay, hey Crustle. Well, this rock seems a little different from the others. Yeah, it's definitely got a pretty strange shape. What do you suppose it's doing here? I guess it's very asleep. We should probably not disturb it until we're ready. Oh, I didn't realize it was this long. Okay, well, we'll explore the middle room, which looks like an Aegislash. Ooh. Okay, yes, we'll go in there in a bit. Or, we'll go there in the next episode. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you guys next episode when we finish exploring the ruins. Bless you.